Good. Well, I thought it was a good first day. Without question, we got some new faces, so we got to get to work and get everybody up to speed on what is about to take place, the way we want to practice, the things we want to cover, and as efficient as we want to be. We want to make sure we're starting off on the right foot and getting things corrected and working these guys as much as we can. We got some limited time to get that done, but through meetings and workouts and on-the-field work, we should be getting up to speed as fast as we can, but we'll have to utilize every practice we can. But we're looking forward to that. Our guys had good energy today, and I thought for the most part we got quite a bit out of it.
Jeff, we see all the newcomers, but for you guys, you've had them now for a month or so. So the first day is not like it's a brand new day, but how much of an adjustment is it on the field with the helmet on for new guys, especially the younger kids?
Well, actually, there's quite a few new faces out there. So while we've been around them in weight workouts and meetings, it is the first truly time on the field in a practice setting. So, we've got some work to do without question, and getting to know everyone and what they're good at and their strengths and what things we need to work on. We'll take plenty of practices to make sure we're on top of that and we're studying it and we're getting better. And it's quite a bit of a new team without question. That's just the nature of where we're at right now. But we like what we have here. We just got to put the work in, and we've got to give as many reps as we can and watch it on video and figure out ways to be as sharp as we possibly can and crisp as we possibly can every time we step out there.
Coach, a lot of eyes are on your new quarterback, Miller Moss. What did you think of his first day, not only just throwing the ball, but also in the pocket and around the other guys on the practice field?
Well, I like Miller a lot. I think he gives us a veteran at that position. He's got experience. He's played some football, just like Tyler. He's had some ups, he's had some downs, but I like his mental makeup. I think he works really hard. I think he can throw the football. He can control it. For the most part, he's got a pretty good grasp already of what we're doing, so I think he will continue to get better at that. But we like his ability, and I think that we've got to figure out what he's best at and continue to do those things. But I think he'll be productive for us. I think he'll play well, and we've got to build the depth at that position for the future.
Between you and your position coaches, how much time do you spend watching tape of these just to see guys what you might have missed on the field or things like that?
No, we'll watch quite a bit of this video. I think that's the best part about it. In spring practice, you're not practicing every day, so you have some days in between normally about 3 practices a week, so you have plenty of time to watch the film as a staff, to watch the film as a unit, to watch the film with your position players, and we want them to go back and watch it on their own and learn some things and quiz themselves, and that has to happen. So that's the good part, not practicing every day. You don't get overloaded with too many reps where you're just trying to catch up. They got plenty of reps today. There's plenty of time to get to work on that, and like I said, these spring practices are used to continue to be a physical football player, but we want to get smart at what we're doing. We want to get educated. We want to know our assignments. We want to know exactly what ourselves and the guy next to us are doing, and some of the adjustments that we may have to make along the way, even though we're trying to keep it simple and be sharp. So the film is very valuable at this time of the year.
Jeff, as far as Miller's adjustment and considering this is your third straight transfer quarterback year, what do you kind of see already from him grasping the offense, and what do you want to see from him over the next couple of weeks here as far as just getting prepared, considering you've seen this now multiple times?
Well, I would say it's a similar situation to Jack and Tyler. All 3 guys have played football. All 3 guys have handled adversity along the way and had some good moments, and others that probably they like to have back. But that's very valuable. I think Miller has shown intelligence. He understands what we're doing in some form or fashion, while it may have been different terminology. He's done similar things. I think he knows we want to give him some weapons around him, find ways for him to be successful, and make him as sharp as he can be. And that's always our job as coaches, is to adjust the offense to fit what he's good at and to make sure that every game he's as efficient as possible. And while we want to ask him to make plays, we don't want to ask him to do too much as well. But he's shown a great understanding at this point. I think he can control the football and throw it. I think he's a willing learner. I think he wants to work hard and be a leader. And And, sometimes when you get guys that just have 1 year left, they want to make the most of it, and they're dedicated to get that done, and that's a great quality.
Seemed like some of those media enrollees got a good amount of time on the field today. I guess, what did you like from them?
Well, what's interesting is there's a lot of new enrollees, and it takes a while to learn what they look like in the helmet. So, sometimes I'm asking who exactly that is. But I like our crew. I think that we've got some athleticism, we've got some length at certain positions, we've got some depth that we've built that are guys that can play football. And I think just getting them up to speed and educated on what we're doing so that they're sharp, they're crisp, and know what they're doing, they can play fast is what's going to be important. But I think talent-wise, we have some key additions that will contribute and do a really good job.
One of those spots you added a bunch of guys is in the secondary. It seems like you can move a lot of guys. Obviously right now you're just trying to see, but you have a lot of guys back there that you can rotate in and out.
I think so. I think we do have depth at a lot of positions on defense. We have depth in the secondary now. We for sure have depth on the D-line. We've added depth at linebacker, and then a couple young pieces that I think have potential. So I like the depth we have. We just got to get efficient at what we're doing. Try to keep as many guys healthy as we can throughout spring practice, so that we get them to fall camp and ready to go and much sharper and crisper once we get there.
What do you look for to try to get out of Isaac and Duke and Kewan, I guess, in this spring ball? You know what I mean? You saw what they could do last year. You know what they can do on the field. What do you try to get out of them now?
Well, both Isaac and Duke played outstanding for us last year. Of course, we've given them the talk of, you got to stay hungry. You can't have a sophomore slump. The first thing you do is to relax a little bit and feel too comfortable, and we can't have that. They've got to be hungry. They've got to put in the work. They've got to find ways to push themselves even harder, and that has to be done by us, but also by them, and they have to be aware of that, and so that's going to be important. On the flip side of it, we got to keep them healthy. These guys play a lot of football. They really ran well last year for a true freshman that just got here. My hat's off to them. They ran hard. They're slippery. They can make guys miss. I think if we continue to add some strength and size to them along the way, it can help them be more durable. But they've done everything we can ask to this point and more. I think Kewan can give us some good action as well. He looks in more shape and leaner, and I think he wants to get on the field. So we feel good. We've got depth at that position, and they did a really good job for us last year.
Brock Trevor said, "Gone. You got a competition at kicker. What do you think about your options for field goal kicking PATs?"
Well, I feel good about it. I think that there's multiple guys at that position that to this point have shown that they can kick the ball. Now, being consistent and doing it every day and is what we've got to continue to push. And we'll have competitions throughout spring to make sure that they're kicking enough balls that are on the line. Kicks that mean something. Obviously, we want to get the practice, the reps in, but sometimes you got to put meaningful reps on the line where, hey, this is for the win, or this is something we're going to charge. This is something that we don't make it. We have consequences and we'll run and do up downs, whatever we got to do. And I just think it's important to do that to kickers to make sure that they're feeling the pressure as much as we can in the practice. But as far as the work they put in, I think we'll be okay at that position for sure.
All right, Coach.
Okay, thank you.